going on out there. Sort of close. If you look out to the west, you would think
very busy.
Yeah. You know, on the west side, we've got a couple of showers. Most of the heavier rains, though, about 15 miles to our west at this point. You can see those storm clouds sort of building from the Sandias, and then throughout the night, we've seen a lot of that stuff sort of skirt off. We are still getting some light showers out there, but mostly what we've got left are flash flood watches continuing across the western tier of the state throughout the night tonight. And let's take a look at what's going on here. And overall, you can see some showers have filled in across the metro area. A lot of this is really light, and some of it not even hitting the ground, but we are getting some showers here and reports of a little bit of rain, especially along the west side. We're hoping to fill in at least some steady, light to moderate rain throughout the next couple of hours here. That's the real bullseye point. You can see some storms over the northern mountains continuing, and as you go north of Cuba, we've still got some showers going here and outside Las Vegas as well. The strongest storms we're actually still seeing in the state are out in east central sections, but down into south central areas and west central areas, some scattered showers, and same deal north of Las Cruces outside TRC. Up around the Elephant Butte Lake area, picking up some showers as well. Here's a look at the complex of some of the stronger storms we're seeing right now. San Miguel County picking up a couple, and as you get over into Guadalupe County, we're grabbing a couple showers as well. So overall, not bad coverage for storms at this point in the evening. 75 degrees in the metro, so we've cooled down. Northwest winds 24, gusting to 31. All those storms out to the west pushed a couple of gust fronts into the city here, but we haven't seen the resulting thunderstorms with it. We've seen some of the lighter stuff, 50s and 60s to the north, down to the south, 70s and 80s. Looking at satellite and radar here, we've got pretty good moisture underneath high pressure over the state, so that's allowing for some storms to fire off here. Favored areas northeast to southwest, and you can pretty much cut that line again for tomorrow. Southeastern New Mexico missing out on all the action, and that is likely to continue here as well, because once we've gotten that moisture in across the area here, we add the heat of the day, and we started to pop up the storms here. Well, what we're hoping for over the next couple of days, and we saw it to some degree today, or when these storms fire off, they fire off outflow boundaries is what we call them. That's gusty winds that hit each other, rise, and form more storms. That tends to be what really helps fuel storms during the monsoon flow pattern here and add to some of the storms we have. And oftentimes in the metro, we get into a good spot in a situation like this, because this is one of those issues where we get this all the time. Everybody says, well, you talk about getting rain, but I didn't get rain at my house. And that is really what we're dealing with. We'd love to have a monsoon flow pattern where we get that southerly flow and everybody gets rain on a particular day, but that rarely, if ever, happens. So what we usually get are pockets of thunderstorms, often favoring the mountains first, and then eventually rolling into the valleys here. And we've seen that quite a bit. And even in the heights and foothills up into the Tejeras area, we can end up getting storms, while the west side gets none. So a lot of this stuff is a random thing where you get little pockets that get favored at different times. What we're really hoping for, though, is overall throughout the next 2 to 3 months, we get enough moisture flow that everybody gets some during that 3-month period here. So it's one of these deals where you don't get it all at once. Everybody doesn't get it on the same day, and that's pretty much what we've got out to the west. That's who's favored, and the northern mountains here over the next at least 48 hours, and likely beyond that. Some strong storms could produce flooding rains out here, and that's the haves really in this whole situation. We also have the have-nots, which is the southeast and east central portions, where we're not likely to see as many storms in the current setup that we have over the next at least 2 to 3 days, and likely next week or so. So that just kind of shows you a little bit of the nature of what we're dealing with. 82, Pagosa Springs, 84, Durango, and 87 in Cortez. Down across the northwest, scattered afternoon thunderstorms, another good bet here. So one of those favorite areas. Southwest looks decent too. 93 Lordsburg, 85 in Silver City, and out to Glenwood, we're at 87 degrees. Over to the southeast, well, not a great shot at showers anytime soon. Temperatures will remain in the low to mid 90s, so not overly hot for that area. 85 in Springer, 77 more, 80 in Las Vegas, more clouds. More storms. Northern mountains, good crop of storms again for tomorrow with temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Out to the east mountains, partly cloudy, afternoon thunderstorms, temps in the 80s as well. And finally right here in the metro area, high 80s, low 90s, scattered storms, not unlike today. We've had some storms around the area, and that's pretty much our deal over the next 3 to 4 days at least, with those temperatures topping out in the low 90s. We're sharing a lot of pictures and information on Twitter at KRQE Mark.
All right, Mark, thank you.